Hi, I'm a 4 dude, and I wanted to talk about some of the lesser known variants of Blowey Noey, which is the jump up to this painting in Snow Kingdom. So this right here is the triple jump method. The idea is you triple jump off the highest part of the ground, which is about right where Mario is right now, and then you cap throw and throw Cappy up this slope a little bit, and then dive into him, and you see you can get some various angles with it, either kind of a shallow angle where Cappy only gets a little bit of height like that, or where Cappy goes significantly up the slope and you're still able to bounce on him. Important to note, for all of these, there's a little bit of trick jumping tech after the wall jump. When you cap throw at the height of the wall jump, you're actually still closer to the wall than you optimally want to be. So that if you were to dive, then Mario would bonk before the height of his dive. So I prefer to cap throw towards the wall, but then go neutral and drift away from the wall just a little bit before I dive. And that helps me get up. Some people, when they cap throw after this wall jump, they cap throw away from the wall and then turn Mario back around towards the wall and dive. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. But with this triple jump method, I should note I like to do a motion control cap throw, because right there I just did a normal cap throw and couldn't make it up. But if you do a motion control cap throw, even if Cappy barely goes up that slope at all, or doesn't, you can still actually make it up if you did a motion control cap throw, because it just gives you more height when a motion control cap throw hits a wall. So this actually does mean that you don't need this slope at all to do the triple jump method. So I got this clip to show that, but it was actually really awkward to get this clip, since you have to get the triple jump off the highest part of the ground and then still drift away from the left wall and then get a good motion control cap throw into the forward facing wall. It was a pretty awkward to get this to work, but you know, if it works for you, it works. Something to know. The other thing I want to talk about is a regular cap bounce when you're trying to get a slope vault. So I like to line up in this spot particularly, because this spot slightly to the right of this dark blue mark. Some people look at like these tiny darker blue dots. I think this is the most obvious visual cue, so I stand just to the right of it. Somewhere around here, maybe a little bit more to the right. But whatever. The point is that if you get a regular bounce here, you can still make it up. But if you're starting from a lower part of the ground, because this ground slopes downwards at a very small rate, maybe hard to tell, but it does, you'll end up being lower, and so then you can't make it up if you ever get a regular cap bounce if you're starting here. At least not in my experience of ever trying this. Here's another example of that. There are other tutorials out there for timing for the slope vaults and stuff. For me, I'm mostly focused on the timing difference between when I cap throw and when I dive. Because in my experience, that is the most important thing to pay attention to. So the time after this cap throw and before this dive, for me, is the most important thing. The other factors, you can control them much more precisely, like your horizontal position and how high you are. And I also prefer to throw Cappy directly forward or a little bit to the right, and that works for me. But obviously everyone has a different natural timing of when they dive after they cap throw. I just try and dive as soon as possible for this. Alright, that's all I wanted to say.